First, how to learn how to play the game, and then you learn how to win the game. I've seen that many people first want to win the game before they know how to play the game. But remember, first learn to play. Once you know how to play, then you learn how to win and win bigger. Welcome viewers to the 15th episode of the Property Investors Network, a show where we discuss and learn how to invest in property in Africa in about 10 minutes. This is your host, Taka. We'll be discussing, or rather finishing up, the topic getting started in the rental property business. Now, before I dive in, I just want to thank you for the support you're giving to the show. I see that people are liking, viewing, and also I'm getting some feedback from some of you. It's quite exciting. Thank you so much. Keep on. If you want to know more, if you want, please engage with me, get connected with me, and then we can learn together and we can share. And you know, my aim is to make sure that you succeed in your property investment. So if you need anything, you're welcome to contact me, and then we can take it from there. We are finalizing, or rather winding up the topic, getting into the rental property business. This is the final on this series. We've been in part one. We discussed I think 5 points that we discussed: managing your property as a business. Number 2, develop a property strategy. Number 3, select a physical location or zone you'd like to focus on. Number 4, property research, research on your target investment area. And then number 5, we ended by saying, remember, there's capital growth, and then there's also cash flow from a rental property. In part 2 of the same topic, we only did 3 points, very critical points. The first one, we said, do the financial calculations. The finance, lead the way. So you have to do the finances, do calculation and see the bottom line. That will influence your decision. And then number 7, I also said, set up an appropriate structure. Is it a company? Are you buying it in your own personal name? Is it a trust? Is it a JV? So there are many ways of structuring your property investment. And then number 8, we also said, talked about finding your finance, that is the bond, the home loan. We also talked about the offer to purchase. I said, read every word on the document, because it's going to be on you for the next 20 years. It's going to influence you, so make sure you read everything there. I also talked about the credit record, that the banks will issue finance based on your credit record. If you've got a good credit record, they give you more, or rather more favorable, lower interest rates, because this guy is good, he pays back. But if your credit record is bad, you're not good at paying back, you don't pay back, they will not give you the loan, or they're going to give you with a harsh condition. So it's your own interest to make sure that your credit record is good. It's good for you. Now, we are now going into part 3. Point number 9, manage your risks. Now we are assuming that you have acquired the property now, and now all this, you've got the finance, you now have the property, now you are now having the property. What do? Manage the risks. There are a number of risks that are there, because every business, a venture, there's risks. Some of the risks, you can take care of them, you reduce them by various ways. One of the ways of reducing your risk is make sure that you've got insurance. There are 2 types of insurance that might be there, or rather a couple of insurances actually. The first one is the bank might require you as a condition for giving you finance that you must have an insurance, or rather that covers the actual cost of the property, in other words, the value of the property, so that the replacement cost. Remember all these terms I'm bringing up. There's the value of the property, that's the market value. there's the bond, or rather the month, that loan they give you, there's also the replacement value. The bank always want to cover the replacement value so that if this property is burned down, the insurance will make sure that the property is brought back. So the idea of replacement insurance, make sure that the property can be erected, can be put back in place if something like a disaster like fire happened. So make sure you've got the correct insurance. There's also insurance that cover the contents of the house. There's insurance for many other things, but make sure you've got your insurance in order. Sometimes the bank might not require the insurance, but it's for your own good that you invested so much money. And if a fire broke out and you lose all your money, it's your own interest to make sure that you are well covered by insurance. Also, under risk, also make sure that there's proper security for your property, because you want to invest. Imagine it's a R500,000 or R1,000,000. This property is there, sitting there. There's no security whatsoever. I think it's not wise. Make sure you've got security in place to make sure that your investment is secured. And then also under the risk management, you also have to have make sure you've got a maintenance plan. Now, under maintenance, there are a number of issues that I want to point up very quickly. In terms of maintenance, there is 3 types of maintenance that you can do on a property. The first one is not really maintenance, it's upgrade. So in other words, you upgrade your property. So make sure you've got a plan to upgrade your property. Suppose it's a freestanding property. Perhaps you want to add a braai area, you want to pave the place, you want to upgrade it. So have a plan to upgrade, because the moment you upgrade your property, the value also go up. So it's for your own good to make sure that you invest again in that property and upgrading it. And also the second one under maintenance is the scheduled maintenance. This is planned maintenance. Have a plan. When are you next time are you going to paint the house? When are you going to do? So these things should be planned so that it's not haphazard. Your plumbing system, is it okay? Do you need to remove it before it breaks down? So scheduled maintenance is maintenance that is done, programmed before problem starts to happen. It prevents, because once problem happen, your tenant is going to leave, you're going to lose income, and you're going to have a lot of problems. So scheduled maintenance is very important. And then the third type of maintenance is the one that we all know, the emergence or repairs. Once something breaks down, you've got to be able to come in and replace it, because the tenant cannot stay in a house where the plumbing is, there's water all over. So those are the maintenance that I prefer to call them emergency repairs. If you go in, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes they are not a serious issue. You go there the next day, a door is breaking down, a window is broken, and then you need to fix up. So those are the maintenance that you need to carry out on your property. And it's good for you. Remember, you're protecting the value of your property and you want it to increase. So make sure the maintenance plan the maintenance systems are in place, are working for you. Now, point number 10. Constantly assess your progress. Remember, we said this is a business. The idea of just buying a property, putting someone and go somewhere and it's not business. But if you are thinking in a business term, you've got a goal. So you need to maintain and keep on assessing your progress. Where are you? How far are you in reaching your progress? So there are various things that may happen. This is why you need to consistently assess your progress. There are a number of things that may happen in the property environment. For example, interest rates may go up. What does it mean to you? It means your costs are going to be more. So perhaps you need to increase the rent. Interest rates might go down. So these are variables that are there in your market that affects the loan. Also, the rental prices in the area might just go up. Things can just change. So you need to keep abreast with what is happening. So also check your area where you've got your property. Keep on knowing what is happening. What are the events? What are the risks that are going to affect? For example, if you have got a property in here and then across the street there is people invading the land, and there is overnight there the sheikhs and the informal settlement is there, it's going to affect your property. So those things, you need to keep note of them. Some of them are negative, but some of them can be positive. For example, on the same across the street, suddenly there is this luxury development coming up. It's positive for you, it's good for the area. So keep on monitoring and assessing your area. Okay, let's go to number 11. Keep your financial records. You do this for tax purposes, and you also do it for your own decision-making process. So keep on your rentals, your income, record it. How much are you getting from on that property? And also under income, sometimes it's not just the rent. Sometimes you charge for parking and other, perhaps on that property, there's a couple of income that you can also, add on. So put your records in order, and also on the other hand, also your expenses. Make sure you've got documented all your expenses, all the paperwork, you've got them in order for tax purposes and also for your own personal decision making. All right, let's go to the 12th. I think that will be the final one for today. Connect with others. It's very difficult to do things on your own. To just come up and then, oh, here you are, you just work it on your own. But when you've got others, your chances of success are better, because some mistakes you do not have to make them. Some people have made the mistake already. What you just need to get connected with those people and learn from their mistakes. So get connected with others. This is how you can get connected. Number one, make sure you've got your mentors, people who are much above you. Mentors are people who have walked the walk. They know everything concerning the property business. They can tell you things out of their head. So make sure you've got mentors that you use. Some mentors, they require, because they're using their time to advise you. They are giving you information that will empower you and make you make money. So these mentors, some of them might request you to pay something. So get your mentors, maybe a number of them, 2, 3, who advise you in terms of property. Also have advisors. Advisors are professionals who have got their line of work, an accountant or whoever, who have got their own field of work. Some of them can be property practitioner. Let's say it's an agent who advises you in terms when you want to buy. This agent can give you the info about what's happening. So have your advisors in place who you connect with. And then also under connections, make sure you've got normal connections. These are your friends, buddies who are doing the same thing that you are doing. You are learning together, you are moving together. They will tell you that there is this seminar that I'm attending. Can we go together? And then you go together. So they give you information and make you, progress further. So get connected. Also, I mentioned in the one of my episodes that you have to keep learning. So keep on learning. You learn from the success of people around you. You learn also from their failure. If your friend has just made a mistake, please learn from that mistake and don't do what your friend did. Do otherwise and capitalize on that. And then also you tap on the knowledge base of your connections. These connections, they've got knowledge, they've got information. So tap on that and also tap on their connections. Because once you've got an advisor or a mentor, or that person also has connections who you are not directly connected to. So the moment you connect with that person, you've got access to that person's connections as well. So get connected and let's get going. Today we will end here. I'll just end by saying thank you so much for watching. Let's keep connected. Like I say, property is about connections. So let's keep connected. Please subscribe to the channel so that you keep on receiving. Once there's a video on, you'll receive a notification. Please like and share the episodes. Share with your friend. This is free information. People are paying to get this information, but you're getting it for free. Please share it with your friend. See you next time. Have a great day. Thank you.